Hi, fifth graders. We are back to do another read aloud of Save Me a Seat. We are nearing the end of the story. We've got that much left in our story, and we've read that much, so we're making great progress. Let's read another 2 chapters today. And just as a reminder, we left off with Joe, whose mom had informed him she's quitting her job as the lunch monitor. And they had just seen a crazy lady driving a van into the school parking lot for drop off, cut the line, and then a small boy who pushes up his glasses kind of funny gets out. Chapter 31, Ravi. As my mother and I walked towards the big front doors together under our umbrella, I noticed Bigfoot crossing the street with a tall woman in a yellow coat. The wind blows her coat open, and I recognize the apron she's wearing. She's one of the workers in the lunchroom, a person that they call the lunch monitor. Could this be Bigfoot's mother? Suddenly, I remember the cartoon Parima had found in my backpack, called I'm Stupid's Mommy. The person who drew the cartoon was insulting Bigfoot's mother, just as he had insulted mine. Are you listening? Amma asked suddenly, pulling at the chin of my monkey cap to straighten it. I made curd rice for your lunch today. I know, Amma, you told me. Wait, let me finish. I made curd rice, but I checked the school menu, and the option for today is pizza. It's vegetarian. So, she unties a knot in the end of her paloo. Inside are 2 paper notes and 2 25-cent coins. I thought you might want to eat school lunch today, like the others do. I want to, 1. Throw my arms around Amma and give her a big kiss. 2. Tell her she's the best mother in the world. And 3. Show her the page in Bud Not Buddy where Bud says he carries his mama around inside of him all the time. But here's what I do instead. 1. Thank Amma for the lunch money. 2. Look around to make sure no one is watching. 3. Give her a really quick hug. Amma, Parima, and Paripa are waving to me as they drive away. I watch until the maroon Odyssey disappears over the hill and I can't see them anymore. Yesterday, I was feeling like a complete failure. But today, as I walk into Albert Einstein Elementary School, I feel like the luckiest boy in the world. Chapter 32, Joe. Dylan Samreen jumps out of a black Mercedes 3 cars down the line. It has one of those vanity license plates you have to pay extra for. It says, Envy Me. Inside, I can see his mother looking in the mirror on the back of the sun visor as she puts on her lipstick. My mom only wears lipstick when she's going out to a party. I think she looks better without it. The wind is blowing, and it's really pouring now. Everybody is honking their horns because Ravi's mom's minivan is blocking traffic. Do you need your plugs? My mother asks me, but I shake my head. I'm okay, I say. Pop the trunk, Mom, Dylan shouts, banging his fist on the roof of the black Mercedes. Mom, are you deaf? I said pop the trunk. The trunk finally opens, and Dylan leans in and pulls out a big cardboard box. He wraps his arms around it and walks away without bothering to close the trunk. Mom and I look at each other, then I run over and close the trunk. Mrs. Samreen doesn't say anything. She just flips her visor back up and drives away. Have I already told you that I think you are one terrific kid? My mom says a minute later as we walk through the front door. She heads off to the cafeteria, and I start walking down the hall toward room 506. Ravi is walking in front of me. He's pulled off his weird red hat and is trying to comb his hair down flat with his fingers. It's not working too well. Dylan Samreen is standing by the door when we get there. Mornin', ladies, he says, flashing his evil crocodile grin. Welcome back. We both ignore him. Ravi goes straight to his desk. I notice he's carrying a small package wrapped in the same kind of brown paper his math notebook was covered in. I put my hand in my pocket and feel the little glass dish. It had seemed like such a good idea when I told my mom about it in the car, but now I'm not so sure. What if nobody gets it? Before we begin, boys and girls, Mrs. Beam announces, I'd like for you to place your personal reflection objects on your desk and bring your explanation cards up here and put them in my basket. There's no turning back now, I think. I hang up my raincoat and carry the glass dish over to my desk. Then I dig around in my backpack until I find the plastic bag containing my object. After examining it carefully, I make sure it hadn't cracked or chipped on the way to school. I put it in the dish and take the index card with my sentence written on it up to Mrs. Bean. I'm looking forward to seeing what you brought today, Joe, she says as I drop my card into the basket. Then she smiles at me. I don't know why, but there is something about that smile that gives me hope. Maybe Mrs. Bean will like the idea I came up with for my project. Maybe she'll realize that I'm not really a pain in the neck who doesn't pay attention. Maybe she'll even write something nice about me on my report card at the end of the year, the way Mr. Barnes did. But apparently, none of those maybes are supposed to happen, at least not to me, because when I get back to my seat, the little glass dish is empty. And that's the end of our read aloud for today. So they're getting ready to present their projects, and we don't know what Joe brought yet, but we do know it's been stolen. And I have a pretty good guess based on my prior knowledge or schema about who took it.